you guys never worry about Steph's shot tonight, what happened there in that fourth quarter, just a walking example of why that is.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Steph do that a million times. So it was bound to happen, even though it's been, a couple of weeks or whatever it's been. So not surprising, but it was fun to see, just to see him, kind of shake free and have a game like he did.
Did you make sort of a concerted effort to have him on ball more in the second half?
Not really. He just when he gets going, the game's his, and we just kind of let him do what he wants to do, and if we see something, then we might call a play during a timeout. But he was just going, and guys did a good job of setting screens for him and spacing the floor, and he got loose.
What have you thought about just how reliable Andrew has been for you this season?
Yeah, Wiggs is he's a machine. I mean, night in and night out, he scores, he defends. I thought his activity defensively down the stretch was huge. He came over from the weak side several times, made great contests, forced missed shots. And then Looney was cleaning everything up as usual, 14 rebounds tonight. So it was it's a tricky game. I thought Houston was great at the end of the third quarter. We had maybe an 18-point lead, and they made three tough threes to climb back in it. And it just never felt comfortable until, the final 2 minutes or so. So I give the Rockets a lot of credit. They get a lot of young guys who are athletic and talented, and they play hard, and they hung in there. We had to play really well to beat them.
It's just this one of those games for Clay that's going to happen as he gets back into the swing of things.
In terms of just
making shots, and he's getting visibly frustrated when his shot wasn't going into the.
Yeah. We've talked to him, and he knows that. This is a process, and his shot will consistently be there over time. But in the early weeks of his recovery, of his return, I should say, there's going to be some tough nights, but that's all part of it. And I think he looks great physically and did a great job defensively, and it's just awesome to have Clay back.
What do you think of how Moody responded to the start?
I thought Moody was great. He just knows how to play. He's tough. He's physical. He's got long arms. Good defender. He understands angles, understands verticality, and he's an excellent shooter. So I think he knocked down 3 threes tonight. He spaces the floor. He knows when to shoot. He knows how to play, and he's done such a great job all season of competing day in and day out in practice, in Santa Cruz, in scrimmages, in the final 2 minutes when we put him in to a game that's in hand. He's just consistent with his effort and his approach. So he's wise beyond his years and a very talented player. So really, really excited about Moses.
Is the messaging for him kind of similar to your messaging for JK, in that, hey, if you were on a worse team as a rookie, you'd be playing more, but this is maybe what's best for you?
Yeah, I've talked to Moses about that, and he understands. And as I said, he's handled everything beautifully. And he had a great game in Austin last night for Santa Cruz. And I've been trying to get him out there and give him a real opportunity for a while. I just believe in him, and I think he's got a real chance to make a big impact for us, the rest of the season. So he's put himself in a great spot.
So many of the turnovers that you guys forced in that third quarter were just cutting off their angles and sometimes even just ripping the ball straight out of their hands. How much did that physicality and anticipation just play a role in that?
Yeah, it was a big deal. I thought Gary Payton had a couple of really good plays. I thought Wiggs got in there as well. Looney was doing a good job in the paint. Juan Toscano Anderson came in, gave us good minutes. So The defense picked up. Houston is not easy to guard. They're really athletic and they can get past you and get to the rim. They got a lot of guys who can shoot threes. They made 16 of them tonight. So not an easy game, but our defense picked up, during that stretch in the second half and helped us get the win.
Just kind of off that you guys are down a couple of bigs in your front court. How do you think you guys are able to combat that with winning, especially against pushing?
Well, we're lucky to have the depth that we have. Bob and his group have put together a great roster. And so on nights like tonight where we're missing, Draymond and Andre and Otto and so many of our key guys, we can put Moses out there. We can put Juan out there and we can put a talented young guy like Kuminga in the game. And it's fun to be able to give guys opportunities and see how they respond and still be able to win games.
All right, go to Zoom real quick. Anthony Slater, go ahead.
Yeah, what are you thinking when an opponent starts trash talking Steph the way that Kevin Porter started tonight?
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't notice that at all, but I highly encourage it.
I figured. All right, appreciate it.
Is that it? Cool. Great. All right, thanks.